I knew God was going to say something to me, because in the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word became flesh. So I know that I'm a walking Word, because we are one together. So I knew I was going to hear a word, because I came as the Word. Y'all ain't talking to me in this place. And so we're void of relationship. We wonder why we're not seeing advancement. But the Lord said the church shifted this week. So watch this. Y'all ain't going to be able to do all the stuff y'all used to do.
Well,
because God has required something of you. I wish I could talk to y'all. God has required, and he said, I'm going to investigate to see who's willing to get in my face more. I want to see who wants to know me. See, Solomon asked a question. He asked a request of God. Watch this. Not to make him better or better than anybody else, but he asked a request of God so he could fulfill his assignment.
All right.
I wonder, is the desires we have about fulfilling our work or just being better than somebody else? Help me, Holy Ghost. I know this ain't a regular type of message, but y'all will understand it. Even preachers, they want to be consumed with power for bigger churches. They want the anointing because they want to have a swag that gives them stuff, but they don't want the anointing to fulfill the assignment.
Well,
some of y'all, some of the blessings you want is so you can start and be better than somebody else, and that's why you're stuck.
Oh my, help us.
Your only idea about a car is having a better car than everybody else, and that's why you don't have it. Some of us, our whole goal in life is to make sure we're better than everybody else. I want a house. A house got to be better than everybody else's house. I want a furniture set. It's got to look better than everybody's furniture set. See, and God knows something. The Word of God is a discerner to the very intents of your heart. You don't have to say it to me, but you can't fool the Word. We have fictitious prayers because God really knows where your heart is at. But the Bible says, watch this in 2 Chronicles, if my people who are called by my name would humble themselves. I wish a lot of people would just humble themselves. You know what? There's a lot of people occupying assignments or carrying titles that God didn't call them to, and they're not humble enough to say, you know what? I miss God right there. Don't ever let nobody promote you to something God didn't anoint you for.
Well, yes.
Now, why do you think we got bishops all over the church?
Well,
we got apostles everywhere. Because people are being anointed to a position, and they feel like God called them to it, but he didn't release the anointing to confirm your position. You're just carrying the title, and you're not humble enough to say, you know what? If they didn't miss God, I miss God, because God didn't say this. Because Mark 16 says these signs will follow them that believe. You know we was never supposed to have a church with no signs.
Well,
y'all ain't talking to me. We was never supposed to preach the gospel and be dead with no signs. When you read Acts, the Bible says he worked with the apostles confirming their word. How would they word confirmed? With signs and wonders. But we became so intoxicated with gifts, we don't even look for signs and wonders no more. We just intoxicated with a gift. Woo, they can prophesy. Your address here, didn't you know your address when you got here? How deep am I because I called your address? You didn't know where you lived at? You didn't know what the last 4 numbers of your social security was?
Well.
And let's ask a question. How is God telling me the last 4 numbers of your social security card edifying anybody? Y'all don't really hear nothing today.
All right.
See, and we fell into all of this stuff that we call God. Meanwhile, the church has been powerless and sinners are going to hell every day. Hell is enlarging itself because the church won't do her job, because it's a people that are hungry for gifts like the Corinthians, but they don't have a relationship relationship with
All right,
God.
come on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They want stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, stuff. Sometimes, and I love to prosper, but sometimes it's like prosperity was the worst thing that could have hit the church.
Well.
Because once people learn, because in the old days, we thought you had the more poor you were, the more humble you were. That's how we thought in the old days. Now, I know that's wrong thinking, but that's how we were trained in the old days. But watch this. What it did was it kept us tied to the altar.
Mm-hmm.
But when we learn that you can prosper, and God didn't mind you having a Benz, and God don't mind you having a vet, and God don't mind you having a nice house. Oh, we lost our mind. And now it's not about souls no more. It's not about building the kingdom no more. It's not about people getting delivered no more. It's just about the status quo and what you got.
Well.
Where you shop at, what you wearing. You still buying off the rack or you got tailor-made. That's the only kind of stuff we want to talk about. But look at this city. And tell me the churches, 5,000 churches in Detroit, and look at Detroit. You can't tell me we doing our job as Christians. Look at this city.
Well.
You can't tell me we doing a good job. You can't tell me, oh, I love God. That might be true. You might love God, but you don't love what he called you to do because you're not doing it. We're not maturing. We're the most immature. Immature. How you know we immature? We still don't know how to forgive each other. We still don't know how to come together. We still don't know how to